Hello, it's 8 a.m. on the 4th day of my broth fast. I've just finished a 5-kilometer park run. I've got my kids video bombing in the background. Say hi!
Hi!
We're going for a walk. We're going for a walk.
We're going to park run today, and by the way, we have our joggers on. Are we all ready and pumped? Yes. Yes. Yep, we are.
Yeah. So now I'm going home. My normal routine for the last few weeks has been to go to the gym after park run. And yesterday, well, you saw how wrecked I was at the end of the day. So I was thinking, no way, I'm totally piking on the gym today, but I think maybe I might go. We'll just have to see once I get home. So I'm going to drop these ones off and just... yeah, so I drop the kids off and get them some breakfast, and then I might head off to the gym. I'll check in with you guys again later. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Okay, so I'm making some more beef broth now, and you can kind of see that I have some old bones mixed in with some new bones, and it's in my pressure cooker. So these bones, these older ones, they haven't disintegrated yet, so that tells me that there's more minerals in there that I can still impart into a stock, and the fresh ones are in there for flavour. So yeah, I'll show you how it works out. Okay, so I'm just getting my chicken broth out of the slow cooker, and I thought I would show kind of what it looks like when I've cooked this for 48 hours, and when you cook it for a while, the bones completely disintegrate. So, whoops, if I find a bone in here, like something that would be a big bone, I'll show you. Because they do completely disintegrate. So, for example, you can see that bone, that's a bone, and if I press that, it just completely crumbles in my fingers. So, you kind of know you've got all the minerals and nutrients out of it when the bone's completely, like that's a big bone, that's just a bone from the frame, and look, it just turns to mush. So that's how you kind of know that you've cooked it for long enough, when the bones completely disintegrate. Okay, I've just taken the lid off my pressure cooker, and this is what you can see as the remains. There's not heaps of liquid in there, so I'm going to strain this off, and from what I can see, those bones are still, I think I can get some more out of them, so I'm going to pop them in the slow cooker. So a good example of bones being cooked to disintegrated are these little bits that I've isolated that I can easily just cut up with a knife. So chicken bones tend to kind of completely disintegrate, but I mean, these are so soft, so you wouldn't be able to normally do that with a bone. You can see I'm not really applying too much pressure, and the whole bone is just breaking into, like, bones don't normally do that. You can keep going until they completely disintegrate, but to me that's enough. So I'm going to just show you guys how I make my broth. In this particular case, these are the bones that I just had in the pressure cooker. Normally I'd have some fresh bones in there as well, or all fresh bones, but this time I'm just going to make it with all cooked bones. You can use bones from anything, from chickens or ducks, or, you know, veal, like sheep, any kind of bones at all to make any kind of stock. So this is beef stock. So I've got the bones in the slow cooker, as you can see. So basically all you do, and the method's the same whether or not you're doing it on the stovetop in a pressure cooker or in a slow cooker. For this one I'll be leaving it on for 48 hours. So I've got just some onions. I leave the skins on. They're draining out anyway. Like, I mean, you like drain it out with a sieve at the end. So I have a couple of carrots. Normally I would put some celery in. I don't have any at the moment, and I don't have any garlic either. I'm at the end of my week of shopping. Then I just use some peppercorns. And I give it a good shake. I like to use some rosemary in my beef stock, so I just give it a good sprinkle. And that's just I use Himalayan pink rock salt. And then, the final thing I do, a lot of people use apple cider vinegar, but the last couple of broths that I've made, I've decided to use some lemon. So just squeeze a quarter of a lemon over the top of it, which, because it's an acid, doesn't matter if you get some seeds in there either, by the way, because you're going to strain them out anyway. But anyway, because the lemon's an acid, it helps to draw out all of the minerals from the bones. So obviously the reason that bone stock is so good is because it draws out all of the minerals, the phosphorus and the calcium and all the other, you know, trace minerals that we don't normally get enough of eating only muscle meat. And it transfers it to the liquid or the broth that's left over after prolonged cooking, or in the case of a pressure cooker, after cooking for prolonged periods. So if you're using a slow cooker, all we're going to do now is cover it with water, and I keep it on the low setting. That's it for 48 hours. If you're using a pressure cooker, you probably, well, I leave mine on for around about an hour, maybe a little more, maybe like an hour and 10 minutes. And then I'll let it depressurize and I'll check it. If there's still a good amount of water in, I'll let it go for another half an hour. So I like to keep it to go as long as possible. It should reduce quite a lot, like at least by half. So you should be left with about half the amount of liquid. That way it's very mineral dense and it's got a lot of collagen in it. Yeah, I hope that's been helpful. Hello, it's 12 o'clock now. I decided to pike on the gym. I don't know. I probably could have done it, but I kind of feel like this is the first time I've ever fasted, and I don't really want to push myself like so hard, or basically I'd like to finish this successfully, and I don't want to do things that will increase my chances of pulling out early of the fast. So I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow instead and do my groceries that day. I mean, I've already done 5Ks this morning. It took, you know, about 15 minutes because I'm pretty slow. Yeah, I just had a shower and I washed my hair and I need to dye my hair. It's really sad. You can't really see it, can you? Can you? Oh, yes, there it is. Can you see all that grey? It's like a hereditary thing. My dad was completely white by the time he was 30, so there was no hope for me. But I'm only 29, and I would have hoped that I wasn't going to go grey this quickly. But I always go off on these tangents. Sorry. You can see from my mood, I'm feeling great. I can't believe that it's this simple to go without food. Like, I'm hungry, but other than that, I don't feel unwell. Obviously, as I kind of said in the videos that I made on the second day and the first day, I think, I had like headaches and stuff, but I think that's to be expected. feeling great now though. Gonna have a relaxing rest of the day. I might do some cooking, which seems kind of intuitive, but I'm just gonna get prepared for the week ahead because I work full time, so I've kind of got to be prepared with meals and everything. So I'm gonna do that and write a shopping list. I might read a book for a while. Yeah, I'll check in with you guys again later. Bye. Hello. It is just a bit after 8:30 at night now. I don't know if you can see from the rings under my eyes that I'm totally exhausted again. So I'm off to bed. I haven't found today too difficult at all. It's by far been the easiest day, I'd say. I think that I'm not hating this process as much as I have been, and I'm actually just kind of impressed and proud of myself. Like, my body is stronger than I thought it was. My willpower is stronger than I thought it was. And I think that once I start eating again, I'm just gonna really learn to enjoy food a lot more. I think I'll just like be a bit more present and mindful, like when I'm eating. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys again tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye.